some reason, I know that I have green color for the background, but I love this color, which is warm. And this is not yellow ochre, it's raw sienna. If you have yellow ochre or raw sienna, sometimes it's interesting to bring and make another interesting light color, which is a little bit warm. And it's so lovely because you can have two different value in your painting. That's so great. You can compare. This is cool color, this is warm color because of this raw sienna, even more. So we have light and dark and cool and white, cool and warm to use. And I'm going to start with flat brush and a bigger brush, adding the light green color everywhere on the background. Even if you don't like to have a flat color or solid color, after you bring here, you can move on with the white and add some brush stroke with the white color, which is interesting to have in the background and make it more interesting. When it's wet, they easily can mix together and give us a good result. So if you would like to have some line as a brush stroke, you can, don't be worried about the shape of leaves. After we bring the exact color, we can fix it. Heavy paint. Add on top of canvas or wood. So with the flat brush, I start adding pure red color, cover this part. It can be with heavy paint, which is always more interesting to have heavy paint on top. A little bit pointy. I would like to take some light color for light here. One stroke make light, and a little light stroke here too. One time. That makes more interesting to have this light. And then clean the brush. With tip of brush, I take shadow, dark part, and just one stroke. For hat, and this part of the hat, Christmas hat. And then the ornament that that it's white, it's not exactly pure white color. We need pure white color for some part, and we need two different color like gray and a warm color that it's creamy color. So I'm shadow part, and even this part is for the light part, and just a little bit creamy color or rosy, we can add and make a little warmer whole body. So I'm going to add this grayish color on edges of the hat. And it's fair, it's a tiny stroke draw brush I would like to bring to the background to show that look like fur. And then touch this part. Even if you see that it's not much dark, a little bit more black, mix with it. Make it a little darker. Very gently, I try to cover it to show that this is look like the fur and has a lovely texture on top. Even we can make small brush stroke to make it more exact. Even the creamy color come on top. Back to gray color. And this small brush stroke make it more interesting because it's more look like the shape of even a little darker here. I will add when I'm close to face. And then clean the brush, just using the pure white color, heavy texture, not everywhere, just adding a little bit gently like a drop brush on top with this white color. Just so gently touch this really light color, sit on top. And I don't want to lose the shape of Christmas hat as a fur and the puffiness of that. So you see the base is so much dark we need to have. Then bring the pure white color on top and make it more accurate. So I'm okay with it. The same technique happened for this tiny ball. Doesn't need to be heavy, it can be flat. Just cover it by black color. I'm going to add the pure black, even on the nose. So same as before, I start with darker tone. I'm going to use bigger size of brush, and I prefer to work section by section to finish and then move on more. So I'm going to use darker tone first and heavy paint, just a little bit work. It's so dark, I know, but it's not stay with this color. We will come on top by more white color and just adding some texture with this somewhere. That would be great because when we bring the white color on top, they can blend together very well. and give us the nice and lovely result of dark fur. And pure white color, even it's better to take with tip of brush, just play with the stroke, move on like that. We work as a layer, so little by little we make it lighter and lighter and lighter. The reason I am doing creamy color of stroke, it's not happen everywhere, this creamy color, but somewhere, especially on the body, it's more than the face part. And then the pure white color, try to move on like that. My stroke should be change the angle of the face toward down, right, and left. Anyway, that we can see on our dog. Even close to here more, like this way. I try to use tip of brush to make this fur move on top of this neck part and the background. So it's more interesting to have this fur spread everywhere on the background and even change the angle to make it more look like the reality. Close to eyes, we need to be really gently. On top of the nose. And when I bring the white color on top, because the gray is wet, so I'm so gently and try to touch it with very less pressure. Then I'm going to add a little more here. I think a little white we need to have on the face here, and then we can move on the body. Yeah, I think it's okay to move on for body. Easily we can cover with the gray color that is visible everywhere. Even some creamy color at the same time with gray. It's okay if heavy paint, you can continue to add another layers more in the other part. And then don't let it draw some stroke or even pure white color with heavy brush stroke to make this fur spread on the background, which is more interesting. just a tiny bit. Place we need to add darker gray or maybe more black as a nail here. Back again on top and see if we need more white color to add everywhere. And bring some. Try not to make it bigger. We don't need to make the shape a little bigger than this.